And
What?
we're live now. It's 7:30 Central Time. Anyway.
Hello, howdy.
Hello there.
Where's Toaster?
I don't know. She said she'd be here. Someone ping her.
What's Toasters? What's their name on this?
Her name is Joseph, but there she is. Everybody's been calling her character Mosquito Man. So, welcome to our Friday night Dungeons and Dragons game. We are still on the still image, and since I'm being smart today, I can actually open the thing on my Discord so that they can see what we're looking at right away.
They can't hear the keyboard, right?
No, I can't hear any keyboards.
I
Okay,
do not
good.
hear a keyboard either. Bleh.
Neither do I.
Boy, words are working greatly today. So,
Wait, crap, my oatmeal.
I do have unless anybody else has an announcement, I do have one today
Okay, what's
involving the stream schedule.
Mm-hmm.
From this point forward, as long as there is at least one person willing to move the story forward on Friday nights, the story will be moving forward. So the only time we'll stop is if we have absolutely zero people. That's the only time. And then we'll have like a 2-minute video where I explain we don't have people today. Hey, come back. We don't have people today. We enjoy your views. Come back next week. That sort of stuff. But since that's obviously not the case today, we still have a majority of our party,
Oh yeah.
I believe. Have we heard back from Derp? I know Sophia's not joining us tonight.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything from Derp yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. Sophia never joins us.
Right. So that's actually another thing I'm thinking. That's actually another thing I'm thinking. We should probably have a cutoff for the for the maximum number of consecutive sessions you can miss and not get booted.
3.
Okay. Because I think, honestly, I feel like Sophia is way beyond that at this point. So
Yeah.
if you guys have
Yeah.
any party member, if you guys have,
He hasn't
have your
joined
hand
us
up
in
and want to,
how many sessions?
I think we're going with
He hasn't-
3. It's
Sophia
consecutive
hasn't joined
sessions.
us. Yeah, but she hasn't joined in so many sessions.
Yeah.
I think the last session she joined was the one that I wasn't here for.
Okay.
Like the one before last
Okay.
week. I think that was the last one she joined before I came back.
Wait, no, she's on 2. She's on number 2. This is the second actual session that she hasn't showed up, because she was in the Goblin Cave. Speaking of the Goblin Cave, who wants to cover the recap?
Saying,
I'll let Toaster take this one. What do you got, Xena? Nothing. She has nothing in her mouth.
All right, Toaster, do you want to cover the recap?
I'll be right
Oh,
Otherwise,
What
I
do
can
I
take care of it.
Oh.
all I remember is I shot a guy twice and I'm locked in a room.
Don't do the tag.
Okay.
I vote for.
I did not write a recap for session 4.
Second for in the green bid.
Okay, so basically, what happened the session before that? Like, what was the final thing that happened at that?
Okay, so session 3, you guys were still running through Cragmaw Cave. You were dealing with you had been sent there by Lieutenant David to deal with the goblin threat that had been plaguing Phandalin that had been plaguing travelers to and from Phandalin for quite a while. Well, so that was session 4 started off with a hostage situation. The bugbear in charge of those goblins, had taken a hostage. And so was trying to use him as leverage. Mosquito Man, however, operating cleverly, turned their mask backwards and crawled forward a la exorcism style, immediately reducing the bugbear to tears and causing him to surrender his hostage and his keep.
the tears and
However, goblins and bugbears are tricky sorts, and as soon as and as soon as a flanking party moved in from the forest and took note of Desert Eagle, the bugbear realized he had the advantage and decided to tackle. After a short scuffle, you guys managed to carry off, I believe, 4 goblin heads, worth prized at 1 gold apiece by Lieutenant David, as well as rescuing 2 hostages, Sildar Hallwinter and Gundren Rockseeker, from the cave. However, all was not well, for when you arrived in the town, you discovered another faction. The Red Brand Bandits had set the Red Brand Bandits under the leadership of one Volgar Stern, a Greenscale Dragonborn, had set their claws in the town and apparently have been making some pretty hefty demands. You're not totally sure what all happened. All you know is that somehow Lieutenant David got hurt really, really badly by this group. So while you guys were celebrating your victory in the bar, burning off a little bit of the money you guys got from that, Mosquito Man, who is not allowed in the bar, snuck in, got a few drinks, got a few people drunk and aligned with him, and then immediately went to the other bar, whereupon they discovered Volgar Stern probably intimidating his way through a keg of ale, before deciding, possibly in his drunken state, to challenge Mr. Mosquito Man in fair combat, to which Mosquito Man shot him twice in the shoulders.
Well, they stole my coat. I wanted it back.
They did steal your coat. You got your coat back. You used 2 of your last few bullets, and you were able to you met Bulwark, I believe, in the streets of Phandalin, and he ushered you into the room where the story begins anew. Crosha,
Yeah.
Yep.
you were there last night, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so
I was resting.
okay, so
I was resting in the inn.
as a direct result of this, you were the first person to wake up.
You okay?
It's a beautiful... I don't have my weather dice near me, so we'll just say it's a beautiful sunny day. It's a beautiful sunny day in the small mining village of Phandalin. There's the smell of fresh fire in the fireplace, bacon being cooked, the screams of children running in the streets, and the screams of several adults, and you immediately begin to suspect something is up.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna take a look outside. If there's a window.
Okay, so looking outside, a number of buildings have been set on fire. Nothing major functionally. Like the blacksmith is still completely intact. It's not on fire. It's just been a few houses on the outskirts of the town, but I can actually roll. As soon as I find a map. Oh, that's going to be a really high roll, actually. Let's see how many houses they decided to set on fire. And you are the only person awake right now, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I figured I should mention that before somebody tried to do something. Let's go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 1d6. Okay, so there are 3 houses on fire. One of them looks to be considerably more finely made than the
So
other
there are
2. And unfortunately, one of them happened. And unfortunately, some of the embers have actually started jumping into a nearby farm. As you're watching through the window, you can see Captain Grivley running around, barking orders at her soldiers to put out those fires, while every one of them is in full armor, full weaponry. They're ready for a fight.
Okay, I'm gonna get ready and start heading out.
Okay.
By climbing out the window.
Okay, so Crosha climbs out the window, and as such, everybody else is still asleep.
Yep.
Lamau.
Okay, so Crosha will have the
I'm leaving the group only because that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, continue.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm only leaving the group because I'm pretty sure someone's gonna get me killed if I go with someone else, or someone else is gonna die. I currently feel like I would do better by myself in a fight.
Okay.
than I would with anyone else.
You don't
Alright.
trust Mosquito Man?
I do not trust the Mosquito Man.
Okay, understandable. Have a nice day. So,
There's a reason I climbed out the window.
so, okay. So, how are you moving about the town? Are you like jumping rooftop to rooftop, or running through the streets trying to help? How are you doing this?
I'm just like hopping out from roof to roof. I'm a bird, remember?
Okay. Hop, hop, hop.
So I'm just like casually flying about, just like,
Okay.
okay, what else is going on around town?
Okay. So that means that you get to see this lovely interaction. So as you're busy hopping around, you become aware that there is a horse cart moving very, very fast through the streets, through the streets. And the first thing, and your first sign of this is, as soon as I find his voice, is a laugh that you actually heard the day before. It's Stern, or the bandit who seemed to be in charge of the others. Out of the way! I love a good morning roast. Before a torch flies from the side of the cart, thrown by another one of these Red Brand bandits, into a house. Immediately, a small black feathered creature jumps out the window, clutching a box and just yelling obscenities in her native language. Before straightening her jacket, taking up her box, and just walking away. In less of a huff than you initially thought she should have for having her house burned down. There is, however, another voice that you hear. It's much more muffled. It's much more muffled. You can't quite make out what he's saying. All you can tell is that this green dragonborn is having a lot of fun keeping him quiet.
I would recommend awakening the party.
Metagaming Pigeon says, "Wake up the party." Please do not metagame. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. We'll have to use the metagaming pigeon if you do.
I
The
don't know
metagaming
what
pigeon.
What pigeon?
A pigeon is just a bird that can show up basically anywhere. So metagaming pigeon is
Yeah, it's a rule. It's a thing that we made up for whenever we accidentally metagame, I
We
think.
did not make it up. I don't know where it's from though. I just know that it's from someone.
so,
It's from another content creator though.
Okay, so I'm going to currently just follow the cart and
Okay.
see if I can't just like quickly just see if there's anyone else on that cart.
Yeah.
If there is, I might just do something.
That'll be a perception check.
Okay, perception check. That's
Given your long history of perception checks.
14.
Okay, that's not too bad. So you're able to see three bandits. It looks like the guy in charge is driving these horses, driven to either madness or terror by their driver. You're not totally sure which. As well as a rather faddish, noble-looking person with his mouth stuffed closed with this captain's fist. Captain is just laughing. This guy is just whimpering and muttering, you can tell as he makes a pass. He does have glasses, but they've kind of come askew. Does he have any other? Yeah, his pasty features are very obviously a clerk type person. But he looks like he'd normally be a friendly person if he wasn't actively fearing for his life with a dragonborn's fist in his mouth.
Yeah, something tells me that's not too comfy, especially if we consider the size of his hands compared to the clerk's mouth.
Well, it's more over the mouth than on it.
Oh, okay.
Than in it, I should say. That was my mistake. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I just imagined him shoving his fist down his throat.
But yeah, he's able to get a few whimpers out. But the captain of the Red Brand is having too much fun doing whatever it is he's doing right now to acknowledge anything that he's saying. and then they drive
So-
off down one of the streets, knocking over a water barrel.
Okay, so
They're just creating chaos. It doesn't look like they're hurting anyone yet, however. They're just having fun.
I continue following them, taking for. Yeah, I'm just gonna just follow them for a little bit. If they notice me and start picking a fight, I'm gonna flee. Cause I ain't fighting a bandit leader and 4 bandits.
Okay. So, Desert Eagle
Mm-hmm.
and Toaster.
All right.
Yeah.
The day sees you fine. The day sees you fine. The smell of fresh, smoky air wafting into your house, wafting into your room, immediately puts you on edge because you're pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. You're not too sure if the inn is on fire or what's going on.
I'm going to exit the room and go downstairs
Okay.
after putting my armor on.
Okay.
Stretch and say, just like the morning in the war. Just look around. Just try to locate the smoke, so I'll look outside and see some of the fire. Just be like,
You see a familiar. You
I
see a
didn't
familiar
do that.
face out there. With this
oh,
with this vaguely bird-shaped guy jumping from rooftop to rooftop behind a cart, you see the green dragonborn from last night. You put enough bullets in him to down a man, and he is up and running, still going.
I knew it! He is a monster. I should have used that other bullet. What can I say? Not my problem. Closes the window, starts walking down into the bar. You know,
Okay,
he's
so-
not supposed to be there.
Yeah, so I imagine
Just
you're
gonna walk
walking down the stairs
prop-
with Bulwark at this point.
Yeah.
With all the confidence in the world, as if he owned the place.
Okay, so Jan Zedak is actually curled up under one of his tables crying as a number of guards are like picking up torches that are thrown into the inn and then throwing them out, trying and stamping out whatever fires start. Interestingly enough, Lieutenant David is on his feet now. But he's been moved to the tavern for safety reasons. All of the garrison is out right now. Every man is on their feet. Everyone is trying to ward off this attack.
Is it too late in the morning to ask for some ale?
Jan looks up at you, recognizes you. If it'll help you solve the problem, yeah, go ahead. It's on the house. If you solve the problem.
I'll go solve the problem first. Better to have a clear head.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I suppose I follow Mosquito Man.
Okay. So
I slam the door open.
as you guys enter the town square, Grively has managed to find 3 guards that actually kind of looked a little bit more shocked by the situation
Okay, you
than
found
they
it!
should. They're
Yay!
obviously a bit
You're
too
down
green behind the ears. Well, too wet behind the ears to deal
Oh,
with
that's what I
this
go
effectively.
hang it up in the dog.
She's trying to bolster them to action, but she herself is
She's
terrified, especially as the cart whips around a corner and Stern jumps off with this round, fattish, friendly-looking guy tucked under his arm. Good morning, Fandolin. Lovely day for a cookout, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say, Mayor Sheepspin? What was your name again? Sheep's Post? Ha! He just pushes, apparently, the mayor to the ground. Behold the works of your precious town guard. Imagine how much better we could serve to protect your people if we could do so much damage so easily.
Eric is about to beat someone's ass.
So it's at this point. So Mayor Sheepspost is just crawling away, crying, making sure his spectacles don't fall off his face. as he turns and sees the elephant. Ah, the idiot. And then he sees Mosquito Man still holding the gun. And there's a slight pause. I'll buy that weapon off you if you really want. If you want. You're a fine fighter.
Yeah.
You're a fine fighter. I wouldn't. You're a fine fighter. Drop the gun. I'll drop my sword. We'll kill it. We'll kill each other like civilized people. How about that?
Since when have you been civilized? Last I checked, you've got teeth long as daggers and eyes as ugly as sin. Honestly, I don't think you've bathed any time in your life. Your mother probably looks in the mirror and says, "How could I birth such a lowly being as you?"
Roll an intimidation check, please.
I'm mocking him. I got
Just mockery on that.
a 12.
Okay, I'm gonna roll his charisma save.
He rolls like a 3.
Wait, does that go with my charisma?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. Roll charisma. Yeah, that'd be a charisma save.
Oh,
That'd be charisma.
so 14 then.
Oh, okay. He looks genuinely hurt by your comment. Before suddenly roaring in laughter. I see you're a good bard too! This one just keeps getting better and better. I can't wait to fight you again, but I have more important business to attend to. Whereupon he takes a torch off of the cart, holds out one arm, with like one finger, one thumb, directed at the guardhouse. And he throws the torch.
I catch it.
You were not close enough to intercede on that.
Aww.
That you walked out of the tavern. And the garrison is in front of Grivley. Oh, fuck. I wish I had a map. Well, I wish I had a map that could be used more easily. Whatever.
How effective would it be if I charged him into a building?
Only one way to find out.
In that case, for being poopy face, ass face, I'm going to charge him through a wall.
Okay,
Should-
combat. Combat. It looks like combat.
Actually, nah, I'm not going to yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that for when he actually attacks first.
So Grivley,
Mhm.
Guard Captain Grivley, your employee at the moment. You're employed.
But I never saw it.
Watches as this torch
Probably in
smashes
your
through
room.
an upper window.
In the
presumably
mess
into her
of your
office.
room.
Oh,
And the whole guardhouse goes up in flame.
That was fast.
Rather than be defeated by seeing all of her life's work and all of her efforts torn out of her grip so quickly, she instead redoubles her efforts and actually charges this Dragonborn, who simply acknowledges her charge
Are you
and
sure I bought you
Who's
one,
ever
Annie? Because I don't
acknowledges
remember buying you anything
And-
with water.
Yeah,
you only
guards-
bought one. You only bought one. Annie, I can prove it.
her guards,
guards.
realizing their captain is actually in mortal danger, decide to take up the charge and help her. Whereupon the bandits in the cart also leap into the fray, and both groups lock horns. So we're gonna have a quick roll off between Stern and Grivley. Okay. Ow. So Grivley is a stupendous fighter. She knows the strength. She knows the strength of Stern well, but she doesn't quite count on his reflexes. And instead of going for a hit that could be blocked, he sidesteps and kicks her in the gut so hard she vomits all of her breakfast onto the floor, before standing on her head and forcing her to submit.
I'm going to charge him through a wall. So what would that be for a roll?
I don't know. You're the Loxodon.
So I guess I'm gonna roll to grapple him then.
Oh, okay.
So I
Opposed
charge and grapple.
athletics.
Yep. And I'm proficient in athletics.
Oh, cool.
Around us.
22.
Okay, so you are able to push him back about 5 feet, not far enough to put Grively out of danger, and he shoves you off.
What's around us?
An empty town, a small black bird thing creeping around a corner, a bunch of knocked over water barrels. Not a whole lot to help with since.
How
everything is
big
being-
are these barrels?
Big enough you could crawl into, but not heavy enough to do any serious damage.
How many are there?
There are 2 at the moment. Both of them are next to buildings that have only recently stopped smoking.
Oof.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the Dragonborn and the Elephant are having a thumb war.
Oh no, he pushed you off. That was an unsuccessful grapple.
Oh, really? What do you
Yeah.
roll?
He's strong. He got an 18 on that, and he is proficient in that stiff.
Ah, darn.
Okay.
Right, so Grively is out for the count.
I'm going to try to draw attention from the Dragonborn.
Okay, you're gonna try and draw the Dragonborn's attention.
And I'm gonna be insulting again.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout, "Hey, ugly! I'm gonna rip out your gullet, feed it to a snake, shove that snake so far up your ass, it births itself from your mouth, and then shit on it." I'm gonna shout that at him.
Why, but I can
Well-
see it being up in German, too.
Well, that got his attention. That got his attention, and it actually gets his attention to the point that he does change targets from Bulwark before a new complication enters the battlefield. Crosha.
I got a 22 on charisma.
Boy.
It definitely worked. I got a 22 on charisma.
It did work. So he is enraged at you.
Oh,
He is pretty mad.
Geared up, boy. Hey, it's me.
yeah, guys.
It's Crosha's turn.
Yes, I'm listening.
So you're seeing all of this going on, I would assume, since you're like kind of standing on the balcony.
Yeah, I'm just like standing on a roof or a balcony, just like,
Yeah.
this crap again.
And you're actually noticing very clearly this small black bird-like person is actually climbing on top of the tavern, holding onto their box.
I look over to the bird-like person just out of curiosity.
She seems very determined to do whatever it is she's doing. Like you can see the small motions in her beak, suggesting that she's grumbling something in anger the entire time.
Okay, so I'm going to. Crap, what do I want to do here? I'm between 2 things right now. I go after I join the fight, or I go see what the bird thing's doing.
Well, the bird thing is all the way on the other side of the town square, so you'd have to do a significant amount of parkour to get to her quickly.
To be fair, I'm also a bird, so I could probably just fly.
Yeah, you
there.
could probably just fly over.
But then there's the fight going on.
Right. And you flying over might attract ranged weapons.
Yeah. I might have to join the fight then, because I don't want to get shot at.
Okay, so is that
So I'm
that's your
gonna go
plan?
ahead and go with talons.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the talons just to go like, just dive down and go a little bit slashy on its face.
okay, so attacking Stern.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
I rolled a 9. This hates me. This dice hates me.
So
I have not rolled anything above a 15 today.
okay, so in spite of his rage being directed at Mosquito Man, the party member, he is able to acknowledge your approach and basically just throw you to the ground before you have a chance to hit him. He doesn't do any damage. He basically just barehanded parries the blow.
Okay.
I'm in
I knew I should have
danger.
gone with. I knew I should have gone with the bow.
So as Stern is getting ready to storm forward, presumably to liquefy this Mosquito Man, one of the bandits of all people actually calls from the cart, Captain, our orders were not to. Stern just turns to him. Our orders were to show them what we're capable of, not actually kill anyone. These are your words. So you just watch Stern ripple in rage before taking a deep breath, calming himself down. You're right. Grab the guards. Grab the captain.
I'm not gonna let him grab the captain. I'm going to grab the captain.
Okay, so Griffley is now in a game of tug of war between an elephant and a very, very pissed off Dragonborn. Like I imagine, so Stern is holding onto Griffley's hands. You were holding onto her legs. Like, no, this is our captain.
I'm gonna hit him with a water bucket. One of those water things.
Okay,
So that he'll let go.
roll a strength check to actually pick that up.
I
That
have a
is-
feeling.
That is heavy.
21. 21.
yeah, you've got- okay,
That's
so
with
yeah,
my
you-
modifier. With my modifier.
So you're holding it Donkey Kong style over your head.
Donkey Kong Stern.
It's a good thing I switched dice.
Okay, make a dexterity attack with an improvised weapon.
Okay, dexterity.
That's
So
great.
I have a +2 on that. 16 plus 2, that's 18. Okay.
So seeing this barrel getting thrown at him, like the Red Brand bandits have already grabbed the already petrified guards and have tied them up, put them on the cart. So Stern looks over and sees this barrel coming right at him, smiles, and Desert Eagle, I require an opposed strength check.
All right.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
23.
Yeah, you're fine. He gives a mighty tug
You're
and
well,
accidentally
yeah,
pulls off Grizzly's gauntlets,
that's not funny.
separating him and causing you to actually stumble
Hey.
backwards because you were expecting him to try something like this. As the barrel bounces between you right where Grizzly was.
I wasn't throwing it at Grively, I was throwing it at the Dragonborn.
It's very clear that he tried to pull Grizzly into the way so you'd hit her instead. But at any rate, he sees that he has her gauntlets at the very least. Spits some insult at you in a language you don't understand, before jumping onto the cart and riding away as fast as the horses will take them.
Throw a hand axe at him, or is he out of range?
He is not out of range yet.
Okay, I throw a hand axe at him.
I was gonna say I shoot
Rolling
it, but
to hit.
okay.
27!
What?
Net 20! 27, baby!
Okay, so roll damage.
He takes 22 damage.
Holy fuck.
I rolled an 15 for damage. I do 1d6 plus 5.
How did you do 22? How did you do 22 damage with 1d6 plus 5?
Well, it's simple. I rolled an 11, and I rolled a nat 20.
I see.
Yeah, it's double damage.
Great.
That's why.
So. So.
Man, Stan's just getting bullied.
He just reaches up, takes your hand axe, and puts it on his belt. You go ahead and cut off. Go ahead and remove one hand axe from your inventory. You have just given Stern a new weapon.
Well, to be fair, it's incredibly oversized for him. I'll be right back.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he still be in range for a longbow?
Yeah, he's absolutely still in range for a longbow.
Can I roll to hit?
Yes, you may. And as you're doing this, I'm going to make the narrative declaration that this black bird type person has been pointing at him for a solid 2 seconds, as though it's expecting something to happen.
I quickly. Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit.
Yeah.
19,
That hits, actually.
and then I deal 7 damage.
Okay. Okay. So you shoot him in the back of the leg. It's not quite the knee, but it's definitely upper calf. Very, very painful shot. Stern, as Stern turns around to swear at you, something happens.
Oh.
As the small Kenku girl, standing atop the tavern, suddenly screams, "Fotolata!" And I'm going to roll a d6.
I didn't even hear
One.
what you said.
That does not hit.
What
There is
did
a
happen?
shriek, and a sphere of light goes sweeping across the field, and just embeds itself in the ground next to him with a slight pop of light. As the cart peels off to the west, actually heading further into the town past the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Mhm.
However, they very quickly take a curve in the road and are out of sight, out of mind, and out of combat.
Okie dokie.
Well, do you think my insult's improved? I think I got him right mad. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. An effort for character interaction was used and apparently did not work.
Yeah,
So,
I noticed. All I got was dead silence.
yeah. That
Meanwhile, I'm
happened.
just like, so yeah, I'm.
I'm gonna look for the Kenku.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
just gonna go ahead. And just fly off, see what else I can find. Maybe get upgrades to my swords.
I'm gonna
could
find
look
that little
along.
bird. I'm going to hunt her down
What was
because
that?
I'm intrigued. That was
Okay.
supposedly Desert Eagle.
I'm back.
Okay, so combat is over. The enemy fled west. The enemy fled not west, east through town. Groovely is still laying unconscious on the floor, but your friends have decided to investigate this fourth party.
Fourth party?
Yeah, this fourth character that you've just been introduced to.
Kenku.
Stern. Oh, the Kenko.
Yeah, so there's a small Kenku girl actually wearing a really brightly colored jacket, carrying a box with a with a label. It looks like it basically looks like a hot dog with a string sticking out of it. She just stamps angrily, reaches into her jacket and pulls out a tube with a burned end that apparently she'd stuck up her sleeve. She just casually throws it to the street and carefully climbs off the building.
Shout a greeting. And be like, hello, little bird thing. How are you? Thanks for that attack, I suppose. Is that a fire?
Yellow eyes just looking at you, like trying to figure out what you are. She is not tall. She is like 3 feet tall.
Just looking down at her like, whose child is this?
Who is this Stacy child?
Bito? What? What is this
she
child
puts down the
saying?
box and starts jumping around like she's trying to say something. Just keeps making weird noises.
Can you speak?
There's a head cock.
You're certainly understanding.
Understand.
Oh, so you can speak.
She's a
Speak.
Kenku.
It's a bird.
Kenku.
They can mimic sounds that they hear.
Oh, okay.
Mimic speak.
Okay. I have an idea. Alright. Mimic this. Shithead.
She just cocks her head the other way, like she doesn't quite understand. Like, oh, what?
Call him, as I point at the giant elephant, shithead. Please.
She repeats the gesture. Ship him.
Ah, girl. This child is mine.
Ship him. She starts pointing at random things, yelling, "Ship him!"
Alright, this child is ours now. We're about to destroy this world with bad language. Hey, little crow thing.
She jumps on her box, basically tries to poke you in the eye, but pokes your goggles instead. Ship him!
No. Mosquito Man.
Is that just your character's canon name now?
No, that's what everyone calls him, so he's gonna say that.
Well,
Name is Joseph.
Musky man.
Yes.
Musky man. Musky man.
Aw.
So with that, she actually jumps at you quite unexpectedly, and just wraps these feathered arms around your neck.
Ah!
Aw, she's giving you a hug.
That's grabbed me. What do I do?
Musky man. Musky man. Ship him.
Ah!
Ship him. Musky
No!
man.
No!
Shithead.
Well, I mean, at least her pronunciation is getting better, but,
Better mimic. Better mimic speak. Pronunciation. Shithead.
She's adorable.
So with that,
Is there an
She's-
adoption agency here?
alright, we got this bleeding out person here, probably, so,
So the Kenku, let's go. Hops over to Captain Grively. Just kind of pokes her. There's a twitch. Pokes her again. Just bats at her. Shithead. Pokes again. Grively
I'm gonna
just
go.
grabs at them immediately.
I'm gonna, like, shove Grively's, like, hand away from the Kenku and be like, "Hey, not the child."
Ship him!
Oh.
Ship him!
Ah, the girl. Keep calling people that.
Shithead!
Ah, there we go. That's better.
So, Grizzly has a broken nose, several missing teeth from getting her head stomped into the ground. But other than that, like, superficially, she's fucked up. But anything else, she's fine. she's a tough old bird. She is, however, quite annoyed by this Kenku hopping around, calling everyone shitheads.
And I'm there cheering it on. I'm like, okay,
That
you
is
gotta
not,
learn
however,
another word.
The only thing she's annoyed by. She turns, looks at the burning guardhouse. Looks at the burning guardhouse, and since there are no more enemies to fight, she just allows herself to surrender.
I think that one's having a midlife crisis right there, I say to the small bird.
So this bird immediately walks up to Grivley, puts one of her little hands on Grivley's shoulder. Crisis.
Aww. She's trying to help.
This little pat. Shithead.
Yeah!
Shithead crisis. This elicits a response from Grivley, as it looks like she starts crying immediately.
I go over to
Crisis.
talk to her. She does not know what that means.
No
It means shit.
no means. She's learning many new words today.
I have one for them. Call the big guy. Alright, I'm gonna whisper something quietly into the Kenku's ear so no one else can
Okay.
hear. I'll tell you what I say
Should I be checking?
after it.
Should I be checking by private messages? Because we can do that. We can whisper messages
Yeah,
at each
it's
other.
true.
that way.
That's true. I'll do that.
All right. So, Crosha, are you doing anything while this is all going on around you?
I'm just flying around. I think I might go to the blacksmith, see if they have like any long swords.
Okay. So while you're flying around, actually make a perception check, please.
Okie perception.
Perceptione.
16.
Okay. So wait, you got a what again?
I got a 16.
Oh, perfect. So you actually see everything going on in town. Since I mean, you have a bird's eye view. It's pretty hard to hide stuff from that angle.
Yep.
So there's a number of problems. There's still a number of red brand bandits running around the town, they're kicking in doors and grabbing shit. It looks like there are even a few goblins creeping across one of the fields. They haven't been noticed yet, but it looks like they're actually starting to creep up. They're actually starting to creep up towards the town treasury. The bakery is on fire, and the owner of said bakery is running around looking for anyone who is not wounded to help him out with something apparently extremely urgent. But most importantly, at least maybe to your mind, maybe most importantly, depending on your point of view, you see the cart. You see the cart and Captain and Volgar Stern climbing off in the abandoned Tresendar Manor. Before lifting up a pile of rubble and crawling under it, pushing the guards they've captured down first. And you see all of this.
Okay.
So meanwhile, back in the town square with our good friend Captain Grively,
Mm-hmm.
currently suffering this massive existential crisis as this Kenku tries to cheer her up. Mosquito Man goes and whispers something into her ears. The Kenku immediately turns her attention to the Mosquito Man. Distraction?
Later.
There's a head cock. Apparently she didn't quite understand later as she rips her jacket open, revealing hundreds of firecrackers. Distraction!
No, no, no. Starts to like pat it down, trying to like
It's
make
not,
sure that they don't
none
light
of them
anything.
are on, none of them are lit.
I'm gonna like pick up the child, put him under my arm as best as I can, and be like,
as you
no.
pick her up, she's smiling, and I imagine that she kind of just cuddles up like a chicken under your arm. She's still smiling, and ever so often chirps the word distraction, and throws a firecracker at your feet.
Oh, I love this. I love it.
I know.
All right. I'm gonna look back to Grively and say, so the Dragonborn got some of your crew. Do you have any idea where they might have headed off? I can't get any free drinks at the saloon until I find them.
Grively looks like she's just kind of sunken into herself. And in fact, it isn't Grively who answers the question, but the mayor. We've been trying to find them ever since they started harassing us. And it seems he takes off his glasses and starts wiping them nervously, trying to see. Puts them on, realizes that they got cracked somehow in the scuffle, and just frowns. If we knew where they were, certainly we'd be able to do something about them. But as it stands, don't have a way to find them.
You mean you can't follow the wagon wheel trails? Like, they're
tried.
pretty obvious.
We've tried, and we've had to repair several broken knees for it. They're watching their tail. At least that's what David tells me. Where is the lad anyway? I need a drink too.
Well, I'm not allowed to drink until I get this problem solved,
Yeah,
so...
He does walk over to the mayor and just... Well, not the mayor. He does walk over to Captain Grively. There. We have enough in the treasury that we can certainly rebuild the guardhouse. We can make it better. Maybe we can even garrison more soldiers. Grively is just completely sunken into herself. She is not listening to this one bit.
With the chicken of a Kenku underneath my arms, I'm going to start walking towards the tracks to try to see where they're headed.
Okay. Okay then. Trying to decide what this would be.
Investigation to intelligence?
Yeah, let's make an investigation check on that.
Okay, not one of my best things. So 16 with my modifier.
Okay, so you're able to tell that you're able to see a bunch of cart tracks, which at first makes the investigation much more difficult. However, as you begin to investigate, you begin to notice several things. For one, the wheels on that particular cart are a different make than the typical wheels. These are designed to work at a much higher speed than regular wagon wheels. And given how they were whipping around all the time, it makes sense. And eventually it begins to lead you vaguely westward. Deagle?
Yeah?
What are you doing in all of this?
I'm gonna go try to find Crochet.
Okay, so Crochet is currently flying around looking at the situation from above. making
I'm
several
gonna
of the
attempt.
townspeople nervous as there's this eagle person flying around, and they actually hold their children closer.
I'm going to shout up at Crochet. Oi! You see anything up there? I'm asking I'm asking you, Crochet, if you see anything from your current position.
I tell him.
Your mic is kind of quiet there, buddy.
I said I can tell you whatever I can see.
Okay, so you're
All right.
okay, so you're able to know about all of the different problems that Phandalin is really just about to suffer. None of them have started yet. Some of them look more permanent than others.
So, he did mention the goblins, right?
Yeah, that was one of the things he saw.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go run over to the mayor and and Grively. Crochet has just reported that there are goblins heading towards the treasury.
Oh, that's what we have. Obviously, we can't have that. We don't have that. We can't repair the guardhouse. Grively does not comment.
Back.
I'm
Like,
going.
now that I've noted where, like, what tracks I need to follow and stuff, I'm gonna look back at Grizzly, and because they still haven't reacted much to anything, I'm gonna dunk water on her.
Roll medicine.
Okay, medicine is wisdom. Okay, 13.
You effectively
With
wake
the
her up from shell shock.
I'm like,
Grively!
She looks frightened and confused.
nothing new in a soldier. Anyhow,
Shithead.
things are bad. Things are always bad.
Kenny
I like-
just says shithead.
I like pat the head of the child that's underneath my arm. Like, calm down a bit.
Shithead.
I like. I look at Grizzly and I'm like, okay, so things are bad. They'll always be bad. Things get better, and then they get worse. Worse, then gets better. So whatever you do, hey, get up, get moving. Because if you sit here moping around, nothing's gonna improve. You're just gonna die still.
I guess that'll have to do for a pep talk. She gets up.
We have goblins heading towards the town treasury.
I don't think I have the time to muster enough men to stop them. I don't suppose you lot would take care of it.
I think we could take care of it. What do you say, Mosquito Man?
How many goblins are there?
Crochet!
I told them that number because I don't think I heard.
Is flying very far overhead and
Don't
can't
think
hear
I-
you very well.
Oh.
What's wrong? What's going on?
I don't think I heard what you said the number of goblins were. So I'm just gonna
I didn't
tell-
say the number of goblins, only that there were some.
Okay, so can I roll a perception check to see how many goblins there are?
Yeah. Yeah, 1 second. Yes, there's a large scouting group going toward. There's a large scouting group. 5 goblins, creeping across the field, fully armed, ready to go. Creeping towards the treasury. By now, they have reached it, and it looks like they're trying to dig under the back wall.
Okay, I say that there are 5 goblins, fully armed and ready, and they're trying to dig underneath.
So with that, the Kenku leaps out of Mosquito Man's arms and starts running and starts not sort of run, skipping, dancing down the street in the general direction. Like, she looks like she's having a great time, holding on to her box.
I follow her.
Mimic her, sort of. I'm gonna be like, alright, time for Big Boom.
Let's roll a d6
Like-
to see what weapon she chooses to use.
I'm gonna like
Okay.
do like jazz hands while saying Big Boom Goblins. As if I don't know what she can understand.
Her eyes light up.
Oh.
Give a thumbs up and a vicious smile. She can hear it in my voice, but no one can see it.
Her eyes light up and she starts rummaging through her box before producing a circular object with a fuse sticking out of it. Boom! That's all she says about it, as she just starts running, holding this obviously explosive item above her head.
Bah, bah, bah.
Boom!
I shout in excitement, going with the small Kenku. We're about to wreck stuff. I'm on it. If I can, I even get the Kenku there faster.
Okay, so like, I'm imagining that like she's actually slowed down slightly because of the somewhat awkward way she's running. So you scoop her up and hold her above your head. You don't actually get there any faster, but it's way cooler.
Yup.
Wait, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hold Scary Toaster over my head.
Okay, we're going to require a strength check on that. Toaster and the Kenku will roll dexterity.
Oh no.
So,
Alright, there.
22. Okay, so 22 for strength.
14 with my modifier for dexterity.
Okay, so you're a little bit wobbly, but you've got it. The Kenku is just fine.
Declaration of explosive excitement.
Right. So you guys arrive at the treasury. Crochet, I kind of imagine, is just circling vaguely overhead, about to watch this shit go down. As the lovely Kenku jumps down the tower of people, takes out a tinderbox and lights the fuse, and then holds it. She's very excited, but it's a very, very long fuse. The door isn't even open yet. She's very, very excited.
Okay.
Wait, but the goblins, like, they're outside, right?
No, they're
We're
actually
near
inside by
them?
the time you get there.
Alright! Let's bowl this thing in there.
The door is locked.
In that case, I'm going to bust the door. I'm going to rip the door off its hinges.
Yeah,
Okay.
big strong man, do it.
Roll strength, please.
Aye, Capitan. 20. Dirty 20.
The door is really, really well built
Mm-hmm.
and does not come off its hinges.
I'm gonna break the window.
There are no windows.
I'm going to try it again.
This building is basically 4 slabs of cobblestone stacked against each other. You have no idea what's inside, what they're trying to keep in there, how thick these walls are. All you know is that this door is locked. It cannot be removed from its hinges. There is a Kenku holding a large bomb.
I know.
Are the hinges on the outside?
The hinges are on the inside.
Ha! Okay, they wouldn't
Okay.
make that big of a mistake.
Wait, why don't we just put the bomb in the hole that the goblins were digging?
True.
Okay, yeah, you would know about the hole. Okay, so fuse is getting short.
Alright, I grab the bomb and throw it into the hole that the goblins dug.
Okay.
Roll it in with the force of might.
Okay, let's.
I'll
see.
do it.
What hit dice did I give this? Oh, that's how many hit dice I gave this.
Also, I grab the mosquito man and the child and run. Because I'm at least somewhat far, so we're not caught in the
Not
explosion.
A single one of them succeeded those saves.
Oh,
Mosquito
no.
Man is upset about being grabbed like a child and sort of like banging himself, like banging his fist at your arm. Like, what? Put me down.
And the cinch. Okay.
Oh,
So you guys, so I imagine you guys are at the front of this, or at the front of the stronghouse.
Yeah.
yeah.
The door falls off as the foundations of the building are shaken. by this blinding flash of titanium white, flower magenta, bright red, and fire orange sparks just spraying out the front door. Well, where the front door should have been. The Kenku is dancing in these lights, cheering it on, as there's just screaming and whistling of fireworks. What you did, effectively, is like taking a 20-pound mortar firework and rolled it into a closet. There is nothing left of the goblins.
I'm
They are gone.
gonna grab at the Kenku, pick them up, and just shout, "You miracle child, I need these explosives.
Bah,
You
bah,
are now my ward."
Boom!
Ba-boom! We're gonna demolitionist this shit. You are now my demolitionist.
He
I,
takes out a
as the
Roman
leader,
candle, lights it, and lets it go off.
yes!
She just seems to like bright, sparkly things. And you can see
This
it
child-
in her eyes. She does
All
not
right.
care about the time of day. She will light fireworks and watch them go off wherever she is.
Okay.
Well,
I think I know what we should do. I know.
my fire-living demolitionist friend, you are now mine.
I'm gonna buy her some paste. I'm gonna buy her like a cookie.
You know,
great.
I
We're
think
gonna
we have a
feed sugar
problem.
to the already hyperactive Kenku armed with explosives. We're creating Tiny Tina all over again.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hands up to like motion them, and it's like, you know, we have a problem. We need to make sure this place is actually secure because we just blew its foundation off, and I'm not paying for that. I don't have this world's money. My imagination didn't give it to me. I don't know why.
Furthermore, Captain Grively, the mayor, and the blacksmith all come rushing down the street. Like, what was that?
You're just like doing that thing people will do with like little kids and babies, just throwing the little kenku into the air like hip hip.
Yeah, like, she is like she's like holding two Roman candles, firing them in random directions.
I'm like,
She's a walking fire hazard.
small child is mine now. I'll take my free drink. After we go stop those people that got abducted. Oh my goodness, we forgot about the people that got abducted. Come on, we gotta follow that trail. I want my beer. I'd like grab the small child, put her back under my arm, give her a nice little pat to say good job, and I start marching, trying to drag the people on. I'm like, we gotta get my beer.
Okay, then. So, you guys are just leaving Grively, the mayor, and the blacksmith all just looking at your handiwork. Everything inside the treasury has been completely destroyed.
All the gold? How?
There's just black smoke pouring out of the front door.
The question is, how did the gold get destroyed?
Sure, that's fine.
Like, the goblins, it makes sense. They're made out of flesh and blood, but gold has a decently high melting point.
Both of them look at the mayor for an explanation. I know, I should not have bought all of those paintings.
Paintings?
I was told I could resell them. It looks like we are broke. Perfect. So that's the last of the conversation you hear. Because you guys are actually marching to the other side of town.
Looks like we got some bandits to hunt down. If we steal their loot, we can fund the town.
Crochet?
Yeah.
Your
Hey,
wings are getting tired.
Okay, so I'm gonna land.
Okay.
Like right now.
So the Kenku sees you. Immediately kind of wriggles her way out of Toaster's arms. And just marches up to you with force and gusto and personality and kicks you in the knee. sticking out her tongue and blowing a raspberry in anger.
I'm extremely confused. Like, what the crap did I do?
She points at her house. the roof just falls in as she does this. Before she looks out in shock and immediately dives into a rain barrel.
I just look at this like, oh my gosh, I didn't even set it on fire.
Looks out in shock. I'm gonna mimic her. I'm gonna jump back into cover like she did.
All right, Deagle.
I'm just going to be like, I'm just gonna facepalm slightly. Like, we've got better shit to do. We got bandits to hunt down. Come on.
That is when you hear a pop from the building.
Oh.
You know those huge bombs you just bowled into the treasury?
Oh, I get to cover.
A couple dozen of them go off in the house.
I'm gonna cover up my ears to the best of my ability, but also try to cover up the little
Everybody gets to roll a
Kenkus.
Constitution save against deafened.
Yeah.
Constitution.
I love these dice. These dice are so wonderful. I got a 19, and then with my bonus, it's a 22.
Nat 20.
26. Nat 20, baby.
Okay, so it looks like almost all of you guys succeed.
Who didn't?
It is so loud.
You have a nail
The
and
ground
then
shakes.
but he could use
But the can do not.
There is this tremendous spray of chemical colors through the sky.
when you bring in the
You're
ladder,
a little
you're
bit,
coming
but
after
you're
your mom.
fine
You
otherwise.
talk to me completed.
The
You haven't
Kenku,
even
on the
taken
other
care of
hand,
your listeners
starts
today.
batting the sides of her head. Just squawks and upset. Just squawks horribly upset. Just pounds the side of her head again. The sides of her head again.
Just extremely confused.
I stopped the
Do you want to
Kenku from
happen?
hitting the sides of her
No,
head.
she's not hitting them
And
hard. It's
just-
like she's pounding her. It's like she's pounding her ears.
Yeah, I'm gonna mimic to them to just like rub them instead.
She starts rubbing her ears, and she's starting to cry. Like she's starting to cry. It's not helping.
I'm gonna try to get some of the water and stuff to like put them in her ears to like try to wash it out to help hopefully
Medicine
get
check.
some sound back. Yeah. What? Medicine is wisdom. Okay, with my modifier, that's a 3.
Oh, perfect. So basically try to treat it like shell shock. You splash her in the face. So now she is deaf, she's cold, and she's wet. She has no house. All of her fireworks are gone, and some mosquito-faced man just splashed her in the face with a glass of water.
I'm trying to calm her down
She
to the
is
best of my
having
ability.
a mental breakdown.
Can she make more fireworks?
Conceivably, it seems like she knows what she's doing in the realm of chemical explosives.
I'm gonna try to comfort the Kenku because obviously my shell shock survival tip did not help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
try
she
to
is-
comfort
she's
them
obviously
and bring
very,
them.
very, very upset that she can't
gonna
hear
bring-
anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring her further away from where the explosion was.
Okay.
Try to like comfort them a little bit to get them away from that kind of scenario.
All right then.
So I'll head back towards where the carts are going and do my best to like put out an authoritative, comforting aura, I suppose. I'm just gonna try to make sure that they're aware that they're safe and they're fine. And
Okay.
I'm headed towards the dangerous dragonborn.
Roll a persuasion check.
Hey, you know, my rolls have been pretty good today. What's persuasion?
Charisma.
Okay, I should have known that, honestly. So +2 with my 19. 21.
Okay. So who are you convincing?
I am convincing the Kenku that everything's gonna be fine and getting them away from that. And then also walking towards the doom.
Towards certain doom. Okay. So that does help quite a bit. And she just kind of hugs your leg as you're walking. Like it makes walking just a little bit more awkward, but she's fine now. Well, she's on the mend.
Aww. It's just that we just have a little kid in our party now.
She just looks up at you, Mosquito Man. Shithead.
Shithead. As I pick her up and put her under one, like, in my arm as I carry her with one arm, and I just keep tracking.
Shithead. Like she opens her box and takes inventory on what all she's got left to work with for now.
Mm-hmm.
Shithead. Closes the box.
So I'll keep stalking towards. I'm gonna try to motion with my free hand for the others to follow.
Yeah, I'm following Mosquito Man.
All right. Groja.
Oh, hi, Dad. My dad called.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to be more stealthy, as well.
Hang on.
Not as obvious as an elephant, because I don't want us to get found.
Okay.
So while we're tracking, I'm trying to be quiet and stealthy so that we don't just get destroyed, like all those other people's kneecaps.
All right then.
I think these dice are blessed. And then this would also be... Dexterity is also sneak?
Yes.
Okay, so +2, so that's a
I
20.
threw my dad's Father's Day gift at him.
So I have a 22 on stealth.
Okay. So you're sneaking forward pretty well. You're just now noticing you don't know where the Kenku is.
Well, I thought she was on my arm.
Well, she was a minute ago, and now she's gone.
What? Someone has taken the tiny Kenku.
She took it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's an elephant man
You can wait.
lumbering behind you while you're
just-
sleeping.
Yeah, I'm sneaking. I don't want to be seen by someone. I'm gonna try to mimic a bird call to see if I can get the Kenku back, but
Alright.
wearing a gas mask and stuff, it's probably gonna sound
Yeah, it's
pretty
alright.
poor.
It's fine.
Okay. Roll a performance check, please.
5, and then charisma 7.
I think I'm gonna have to go.
Okay.
Oh,
Crochet.
Crush has gotta go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Arakocra flies towards the sun for now.
Yeah.
But we'll carry on for at least a little bit longer.
Walk in.
Yeah!
So, despite your absolutely abysmal animal impersonation of a bird, your heart nearly stops as you see a shape emerge. As you see a shape emerge in the ruined manor at the top of the hill. Before a feeling of relief as you notice the distinctive beak of a Kenku
And we thought it.
going around making clicking noises as she crawls around.
You're letting me get a shower.
Just as quickly as you notice her, you fail to notice her again. She is sneaky.
She performs the sneak.
I'm happy that she's super sneaky, so I just keep tracking.
Okay.
Um,
And the tracks do lead you to the cart, right outside the ruins of this manor.
okay. What does the manor look like? What are the specs? How many floors? How many windows can I see from the front? How big are the doors? How tall?
Do you like the present, Daddy?
Tall is the ceiling.
there's a there isn't a ceiling. Like this place really does look more like a castle than an actual manor, but it's in utterly abysmal repair.
Aw.
You're not sure.
That's good.
You're not sure why the cart would be here of all places. And as you finally arrive at the manor, the Kenku has already scouted the area around, and is just kind of playing in the rubble. Since obviously believing there are no serious threats in the area.
I'm gonna look for secret passages and stuff, and I'm gonna ask the Kenku to help with that. I'm like,
Okay.
bird friend, short bird girl thing. Short mimic. Okay, I'll just call you short mimic because there's another bird brain here. No,
Nuh-uh.
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 What do you want?
She takes she roots through the rubble and pulls out a bundle of sticks and ash and coal, piles them all together and just sort of mashes them together in a very, very specific way. I'm not a chemist, so I'm not going to describe exactly how, but she then sets it on fire, sits there patiently. Hold on. And the fire begins to make noises. Before just fizzling out. The
All I hear is
cocks her head playfully. Karakoa!
Kakwa?
Karakoa!
Kaka?
Karakoa!
Karakoa.
Karakoa!
Kawakwa.
Shithead!
Wakawa.
Shit.
She seems to think it's an affirmative.
Shithead.
Shithead, the affirmative.
Kawakwa.
Karakoa!
Karakawa.
Karakoa!
Karakawa.
She immediately climbs up one of the pillars, loudly spreads her wing arm things, and screams "Karakawa!" before an arrow thuds into her chest and she falls to the ground, dazed. Roll for initiative.
Can I catch her?
Roll for initiative first.
Well, my initiative's pretty terrible. Never mind. It's a 3.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have a +2 for initiative, so 5.
Yeah, initiative's decent. This is the wrong book.
I have a 5 now.
Okay, 5 initiative. Alright.
I'd really like to catch the bird.
Okay, Desert Eagle. What's your
Yeah.
initiative?
Yeah, sorry, let me roll it.
Yeah, jeez.
22.
Okay, so Desert Eagle is going first.
Alright. Where did the arrow come from?
It came from somewhere on the other side of the wall. Karakoa is now laying on the ground stunned, but she's otherwise okay.
Yeah.
It didn't do a serious I don't think it did a serious amount of damage to her. No, it didn't. So she's still fine.
Yeah.
Ah, great. Now we got mercenaries to deal with. Good shot, Good shot, by the way, Devin. Oh, come on. Captain's not gonna be happy about this.
Is the guy peeking his head over the wall, or is he being intelligent?
He's not peeking it. He's not. They're obvious. He's not. There's obviously at least 2 of them.
Do we recognize any of the voices from the bandits?
They are definitely bandits, because
Okay.
you do recognize the one who kept Volgar Stern in check. Captain's not gonna like this. Shut up! They're listening. And then they just go quiet. Deagle, we're still on your turn.
Okay. Is there any place where the wall is like damaged at all?
Yes.
Anything I could
The entire
break
wall.
through? Oh, could I break through or climb over?
You could do either. Which one do you want to do?
You know what? I think it'd be really cool to just bust in.
Kool-Aid Man?
Kool-Aid Man. Well, would that be a strength roll?
Yeah.
Yes, it
I'd
would
imagine.
be.
Alright, good. That is my speciality. 18.
Okay, great. So, using all of your movement, you smash right through this wall. You smash through this wall like it wasn't even. It looks like you smashed through the wall like it wasn't even there. But you can't move. You can't move any further.
Mm-hmm. Any bandits near me?
There are two out of melee range.
Darn.
Right, the big guy.
I'm gonna throw my hand axe at him.
Yeah, okay. Roll to hit, please.
Yeah. That would be... What's 7 plus 12 again?
19.
Thank
Don't
you.
you only have one left?
Yeah, I only have one left, but they can't use my hand axe because it's too big for them.
All right.
So I throw my hand axe at one of the bandits.
Okay, roll damage. Wait.
7.
Okay, so which of the bandits are you throwing it at? Are you throwing it at the one with the crossbow or the one with the sword?
With the crossbow.
Ah, yes, he hurt the baby.
Just imagine you shoot this little crow with a crossbow, and suddenly someone Kool-Aid mans their way through your wall and shoves a hand axe into your skull at Mach 5.
I'm getting Big Daddy vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much damage did you do?
7.
So this guy now has a giant hand axe sticking out of his abdomen, and he just starts backing away from the like, no, I don't get paid enough for this. Stop it.
Gets
it.
hand axe shoved in abdomen. Stop it! I don't get paid enough for this.
Tell you what, you big asshole. Oh god, I think shock's setting in. Oh, great! Now you have to go and hit the cook, asshole. Hold on.
Shot the Kenku.
Hold on. So the other bandit disengages, walks right past you. Hey, you gonna be okay? The fuck do you think? No! Okay.
This is great.
The captain would have us tell you that was a fair shot, but I'm gonna tell you right now that was a dick move.
To be fair, you shot first.
We did shoot first. This is our turf, and we would rather not have to relocate again. We just had a rather nasty run-in with Thunder Tree. We got chased around by goblins for the past week, and we finally find a good hideout. And now you guys come and ruin it.
Well, to be fair, you shot first. You destroyed a village for frankly little
We
reason.
didn't destroy the village. We fired to the 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings.
That's still too many buildings. There are other ways to show that you can protect them.
Hey, Desert Eagle, what's your passive perception?
15.
Okay, great. You don't notice that. Listen, we're all reasonable people here. Do you really believe in Gridley's ability to keep that town safe?
Honestly, yes. At least more than a bunch of random-ass bandits who thought that going into a town and burning several buildings to show that we can protect you so much better is... because that is frankly very stupid reasoning. You could have just talked to the mayor or something.
Excellent. And now I've wasted your action.
When is my turn?
Your turn is right now. Roll a perception check.
Well, to be
fell
fair, I
on the-
already used my attack action.
It fell on the floor. I'm gonna re-roll it.
All right,
Floor dice
18.
don't count.
18. You
And
watch
this is
it.
perception.
Yeah,
Perception is wisdom, so 20.
So as you're busy tending to the Kenku, making sure she's okay, she is basically unharmed. Like she's basically unharmed. Like she may have a bruised rib, but that's it. But as you're busy tending to her, you watch as 4 other bandits crawl up out of the rubble from hiding, drawing swords. 2 of them converging on the Elephant Man, the other 2 converging towards you.
Do they know that I noticed them?
I think it's fairly obvious. Now, listen, you're obviously a skilled fighter, otherwise the captain would have had us kill you in your sleep. But, point is, this is not a winnable fight. So, drop your weapon. We'll apologize. We'll make sure we'll make sure the injury is medicated. You'll walk out of here with all your fingers. Does that sound fair? And Devon,
What about the soldiers, you dickhead?
We're here to get the soldiers. Give them back, and we'll leave.
that is something we cannot. That is something we simply cannot stand for. See, Captain Stern really wants to be the town guard captain.
Why?
Enough that he is willing to kill. If I stand in his way, guess whose head's on the line? Not mine. Not mine for sure. It's going to be the man. It's going to be the man who tried to stop me. I'm saving you.
Well, to be
Also, if
fair,
you take a closer look
just
around
send in a damage. Ah,
You're outnumbered, more than likely outclassed, and we've got a lot more just around the corner.
oh, I look around.
Lay
How?
down your weapons. We'll take you inside. You can talk to the captain yourselves, and I'm sure we'll work this whole thing out. He's quite a reasonable
Sure,
person.
talking to him is a good idea, especially since what I said with the snake and all. I think it's probably best,
The
how about we
Kenku-
just
the Kenku is
not
making
be here?
movements with its beak. Ba, ba, boom.
Yes.
Yes, child.
No, you're too far away. You can't hear it.
You can't hear the whispering Kenku.
Aw,
As
I
the
just.
guards, as all these bandits just suddenly converge,
Ba-boom! Ba-boom! I shout.
they immediately confiscate the box.
No.
As the Kenku's like lazily reaching towards it. She's obviously still quite stunned by the impact, but she can't get any of her explosives in time.
Sir, do something! Stop them from taking the explosives! Use the explosives!
I'm going to... Actually, if I shoot it, will it explode?
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
We don't
Fireworks
know.
are
You
kinda
guys don't know what's in there. I'm going to make
Exactly.
that point right now. You have
Yeah,
no
we
idea
don't know
what's
what's
in
in-
that box.
We don't know what's in that box.
But you do know
yes,
what's around you.
It would explode.
I probably don't want to destroy the child's box either, though. So,
Well, you can make another one.
Yeah, she's smart, and if she needs help, we can help.
I have an amazing plan for a story beat if you guys choose to do this. Otherwise, we'll have to go with the normal one. Where you
I'm
guys get
gonna-
arrested.
So is it right beside them now that they've
They're
confiscated
holding
it?
Hang on.
Okay.
So-
And they haven't grabbed my stuff yet, right?
They have not
Okay, so
grabbed your stuff, but they're getting close.
I'm gonna shoot the box! I'm gonna use my last bullet and shoot it.
Desert Eagle.
Hmm?
There is a flash of white behind you.
I see.
And as you're turning, the last thing you see is a very, very surprised bandit face flying towards you, as fast as it can feasibly be flung at you, and all 3 of you
Huh?
black out instantly.
Yeah.
So, as you're about to strike somebody down, a random door shows up. Somebody comes out the door. looks around. Shit, wrong door. Steps back through the door, and the door just disappears.
When you guys regain consciousness, you have no idea how long it's been. It's been several hours for sure. It's night when you guys regain consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Severe burns. Probably lots
Worth
of internal
it.
bleeding. The Kenku just lays still, thrown wide by the blast. One of the bandits is still moving. Ironically, it's the one with the hand axe sticking out of his stomach. He's just crawling away. He's like, nope, I quit. I'm done.
You know what? Since he's quitting, I am going to fix him up. He's quitting, I'll let him quit.
No!
Hold still. And I take the hand axe out and start patching him up. I'm gonna roll medicine.
Okay.
I'm gonna like just
17.
Okay, yeah, he's perfectly stable.
I'm gonna just struggle to get myself up off the ground with
Yeah.
my dazed head.
The lenses in your gas mask have been broken.
Like they're cracked.
Oh no, they're not
terribly.
just cracked. They are broken. Like you're feeling little shards of glass against your skin under it. That's
Yeesh.
how broken they are.
You should probably get that fixed.
The Kenku is just kind of laying unmoving about 30 feet away.
I'm gonna just sort of walk over there slowly, kind of limping still from the pain from the blast.
Yeah.
I'm human. I'm not taking this like a champ as easily as an elephant.
Right.
Yeah.
To be fair, your elephant is pretty fucked up too.
Yeah, but he was further away.
Everybody here has been reduced to 1 hit point.
Yeesh.
And then I
You know, I'm sure those people heard
1
this.
hit point, half speed. And as you're walking towards them, you actually see the green dragonborn approaching from the other direction. Before seeing this child and picking her up.
What?
The green dragonborn is here, and he has picked up the Kenku.
I don't hear anything.
What?
As I'm walking towards them, what?
As you're walking towards him, the green dragonborn actually gets to the Kenku first and just scoops her up in his arms.
I'm like, give me the child back, you piss brain.
He just ignores you and starts whispering things to the child. In her
I'm
sleep.
gonna keep approaching.
And you actually watch as some of her burns begin to heal. As you're making that final 10 feet of approach, he actually walks closer to you and hands her to you.
I'm gonna carefully
Before
cradle her.
casually disengaging, backing up, and walking away.
I'm gonna say under my breath, piss brain, and just slowly limp back over to the hurt elephant man.
The Kenku says, shithead? As
Yes.
her eyes begin opening.
I'm gonna like pat her on the head and say, "You make some nasty stuff, you know that?" As I still keep walking back,
Yeah, Elephant Man
carefully
is...
holding my gun, even though it's practically worthless now.
Yeah, the Elephant Man has recovered his axe. There's a critically wounded bandit laying on the ground, but he's stable. He'll live.
I'm
What
gonna
about
patch
the other
myself up.
bandits?
There are no other bandits visible.
They're all gone.
They're gone.
No. Vaporized or disappeared.
And
Deserters.
based on the sounds you can hear coming from the rest of the town, they are mourning your deaths at the moment.
I'm gonna limp back to the town.
Wait, Mosquito Man, let's get ourselves patched up a little bit at
I'm
first.
just gonna put my glove up towards him and I'm like, I'm getting free medical care. I'm not getting charged anything for this. I'm just gonna keep trudging towards it because I don't want to use my modern medicine in my own dream. I'm like,
Well,
anything I get is free.
Okay.
I guess I
So-
patched myself up then with a 21 for medicine.
Okay, so yeah, at the very least you can move. It's not comfortable, but you're fine.
Yeah.
It's not. It
How's
doesn't
my
hurt.
armor doing?
Oh, your armor is badly damaged from that.
How about my axe?
Your weapons are fine since they were more than likely on the opposite side of the explosion.
So I grab my great axe, make sure my hand axe is all good.
I'm just gonna get back into the town with the small bird in my arms, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, where's my beer?"
I'm also going to help Scary Toaster along by picking her up carefully.
No, I'm gonna punch you. So I'm gonna slap you away so I can walk it because I want to be independent.
A strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
No, he's a guy.
Oh.
And somebody
He's-
comes up the door and why then grabs your ass. And then just
Did you hear what my dad said?
I did not.
No,
A door shows up out of nowhere. A person opens the door. Oh my god, it's the right one! And grabs your ass. And walks out. And walks through the door.
What? Ship him! The Kenku is trying very hard to regain her composure.
Anyhow, yeah, let's go back.
I
So, as you guys are
I
walking,
put the Kenku down and just grab her hand so she can walk beside me because she's kind of heavy for someone so blatantly injured. So I'm gonna wave to all them
Yeah,
with
she's-
the
she's
"Hey,
just
I
kind of-
need my beer."
she's just kind of limping along, and as people begin to see you, covered in burns, horribly damaged armor,
These guys were
the
gaga
first
over
instinct
these guys.
is
Tim and
the first
Richard
instinct.
were gaga
Someone
over
screams, "Zombies!"
Not zombies, you dumbass!
I'm gonna shout, "If I were no, I got something better.
Literally
It's like-
full time
yeah, I know.
on the show.
A zombie's got a
After-
it got a better
Okay.
face than
Richard
this guy."
played-
And I point at the elephant.
Who had a name?
Dick.
I can't think of
I like how they're slowly just becoming friends.
Well, yeah, that's how parties work.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep stalking towards him, like, "Where's my free healthcare?"
It's very free healthcare.
The halfling, hearing what all's going on, walks out and just has this expression of disbelief. Like it's disbelief combined with no fuck it. It's just basically no
Yeah,
fucking
your
way.
dad.
Disbelief. Like,
Guess what?
he is
You're
not
a daughter.
happy that mosquito
Daughter,
may survive
daughter,
this,
daughter.
You got a daughter
but a deal's a deal.
No, we do not.
Free
They have
drink.
in. He gets you your free drinks. Very, very, very grumpily. What are you ordering?
Strongest ale.
Really, the most expensive. Really, the most expensive thing in the house. Of course you would.
Ah.
And you.
I'll just have a brandy.
Okay.
Get some
And
nice
you-
juice for the bird. What would you like? Do you
Vodka.
like this kind of juice?
It's
Yes.
just- It's looking at the it looks at the bottles on the wall and screams, "Vodka!"
But all right, get the kid that.
Get the kid vodka.
Get the kid their
He just
vodka.
he has to oblige. Like the entire town is watching him, so he reaches onto the top shelf, grabs the huge bottle of Crystal Skull vodka, and sets it in front of this 3-foot tall Kenku, who proceeds then to struggle to open the jar, even more so to lift it.
I'm going to
and just
gently
starts
take.
pouring it down their mouth.
I'm going to take the vodka away
No,
because if
Ben,
you
Ben,
drink it,
I'm gonna slap your hand so you can't just take it from her. I'm like, it's hers. She blew up the heck.
and
She-
like a
It's
baby,
hers.
and like a baby with a bottle, there she is, just downing this entire bottle.
are you
And I'm-
sure that's at all safe?
She's a grown woman.
The halfling,
is-
like Jan Zadak, actually reaches for. Is like, I think you've had
Either
enough.
you're not
Nah! It's for your own safety. You can't drink a quarter of your weight of vodka and live.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'll take it
especially
back and
since vodka is kind of a mix between antiseptic and poison.
I'll grab a little bit. I'll take the remaining bit of the bottle from her and say, "You can enjoy this the next
It's
day."
worth noting there
set
is
it
still
aside.
3/4 of the bottle left. Like she upended this over herself, drank a quarter of the bottle at one time,
I'll
and
take her to
now
the-
she still wants more.
I'll take
Like-
it to the cleric.
I'm gonna be like, "Okay, just wait till tomorrow to enjoy the rest of it. I'm gonna drink mine, and I'm gonna drink."
I'm gonna take the Kenku to the cleric to make sure her liver doesn't give out.
We don't have a cleric, and she'll be fine.
Wait, is
There's-
there no cleric in town?
There's a church, so
Yeah, I'm gonna-
so it would make sense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over to see if there's a cleric.
Ah,
Hello.
the church, a peaceful place, and a peaceful place, and apparently one of the few places of true peace between the town guard and the Red Brand, as you actually see them actually intermingling, praying.
So I'm gonna talk to a cleric.
Hello, my old large child. How may I be of service?
Yes, this one just drank like 3/4 of Crystal Skull vodka, and I need you to make sure that her liver doesn't give
I just
out.
had the mental image that you
drank
basically
1/4.
held her out at arm's length like a teddy bear.
I pretty much just held it.
She just
like a damn-
burps. The cleric looks
Bird-
mildly
they sound
disgusted.
weird.
I see.
Yeah, I told my friend it wasn't a good idea, and
Come with me.
she did it anyway. I follow the
And
clergyman, the
he
cleric.
leads you off to a side. He leads you off to a side room, which is very obviously set up as a healer's den.
Mm-hmm.
Lay her here.
I lay her there.
She immediately falls asleep.
Aw.
As the cleric begins to perform his spells and incantations,
Mhm.
checking her
Yep.
out, making sure she's not too badly injured.
Well, I'm mainly here to make sure her liver doesn't give out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Touches roughly where the liver would be, roughly where the liver is. She'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be fine. She will have a nasty headache when she awakes, but
I
other
was
than
right.
that, she will be okay.
Am I still at 1 HP?
You've recovered.
No,
to
you
two.
healed some.
Yeah.
You've
I'm-
recovered to 2. Since
In
you
that
guys
case-
haven't used medical supplies, I don't think you guys have not recovered any health.
I'm
Okay, and
socializing with the barkeep, and I'm like, okay, I want to heal. I want some healing, and then I'll enjoy this nice heavy drink.
The deal
I'm going-
was a free drink.
I got some. Well, I guess you don't like my money, huh?
No, it's
Interesting how
worthless
my
here.
dream doesn't agree.
I'm
Well-
go- Well,
I'll take my drink, as I take the whole bottle and the bottle that's the Kenku's to give back to it later,
Okay.
and just walk out, ready to find the Kenku again.
yeah.
Bring
I
alcohol
also-
to church, you know.
I also pay to get both me and the Kenku fixed up, as well as Mosquito Man when he shows up.
Okay. So that will run you 2 gold.
All right. I've got 2 gold. Actually, I got more than that, I think.
Blessings of Moradin upon thee. May your bodies serve as vessels to his order.
I slam the door open. I am here. I got alcohol.
Shh. This is a place of prayer and a place of peace. Why do you bring your foul debaucheries here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink it here. It's just in my pocket.
The Kenku gasps awake. Shithead!
Ah, shithead, I say, and then pat the little one's head. You're not getting any of this till tomorrow.
Dick!
And that's if your head isn't dead.
He points at the priest and yells, Dick! Okay, that's it. You're getting out of here right now.
Hey, what about my healing? I overheard it through the door.
He slaps you in the face and heals you 8 hit points.
Hey!
Get out!
You know, that was the most helpful slap I've had in my life.
He basically he almost like, it actually looks like he's considering reaching for a quarterstaff and Friar tucking you guys out of here, but decides that shoving will suffice for now.
Pick up the Kenku, put her under my arm. Make sure to keep the alcohol in the hand, far from her reach.
Yeah, like, as soon as you pick her up, you catch her reaching across your body for the bottle.
I'm
so
like,
you have
yeah, no.
It's like she's actually like clawing at you, trying to crawl forward,
It
trying to get to it. It's like, no, mine.
Like, you'll get it tomorrow. Calm down.
Hmm.
And so I'm gonna, like, leave the church with alcohol and, like, now I get to enjoy my stuff. And take a little swig from mine.
Roll a dexterity save, please.
This will go bad. Oh, 16 dexterity. Okay, so 18 in total.
She baps at the air, obviously trying to knock your drink to the ground. She is angry. She wants her vodka.
Well, it's my drink. It's not her vodka, so.
Yeah, but
Great, you've
I'm
turned.
looking down at her with the corner of my eye. I'm like, yeah, I see you.
Yeah, she's angry. Like my vodka.
Great, you've turned her into an alcoholic.
She already was one.
To be fair, she was downing that vodka like a professional. She was an alcoholic. Well, she likes her drinks. It seems.
She like 3.
Nah,
She
she's
is
a
3
full-grown
feet
woman.
tall.
Well,
I
yeah,
have
how
no
old is
idea
she?
how old she is.
Hey, I have
Eh,
a question. How
she's
old are you?
She could
You're
gonna
use
have to give
reaching
her
it
some
for her
vocab.
vodka.
I say she's old enough to drink if she can make that kind of explosive. Germany would have loved her in the war. Ah! I continue to make sure she can't just reach for it and head back towards the inn where we were sleeping. Because,
Yeah.
well,
Her,
I guess we shouldn't head there because it's kind of expensive. Guard quarters? Nah, they're gone.
Yeah, those are gone. I mean, you guys
Any of
still-
the burnt houses still livable?
There, most of the town is still intact. It was only 4 buildings that got burned down, of which one
Burned
was a
down?
bakery. And as you're passing it, you see the baker holding a corpse, just sobbing.
Did someone die?
My son. No
I'm
one
not get-
came to help.
Why was I of all people giving?
Oof.
Why was I of all people?
I'm gonna get closer and give it a look. Eee.
Shithead!
Not right now. Not when that man just lost his only son. Shh.
Drink! She reaches once again for her vodka. Well, hopefully
No!
that you're distracted by the image, by what you're seeing before you.
Say no.
She just kind of crosses her arms and looks the other way. She's very upset.
Alright. I'm gonna head to the governor, see if he can give us a place to sleep.
So the mayor is actually like already on his
The
way
mayor.
to bed. He answers the door in like pink pajamas and a nightcap, and a fresh pair of spectacles. Oh,
Yeah.
It's you. I mean, we saw the explosion. We thought that was the end of you.
No, we're not dead. We need a place to sleep. And do you think I could find... You know, you got new glasses. Do you think you could find me some new caps for my, mask here?
Oh, is there something wrong with your face? Why do you need a mask?
I don't trust the air here. This dream is rancid. It's in my mind, after all.
Ignoring
Anyhow.
that, unfortunately, all of my guest rooms are full. I'm sorry.
What about the attic?
I don't think you want to sleep up there.
A place is a place. I've slept in worse.
Well,
You ever
see,
slept
that's
in the
what I
dead
see-
bodies of your comrades for 5 weeks?
well,
It's
you see,
quite
that
a
place-
nasty
that place
sight.
is too packed to fit anyone up there. It's too packed with crates and such. You wouldn't be able to find a place to lay down, even if you were as tall as her. He points to the Kenku, who just snaps at his finger. She is very angry. She's very, very drunk, very, very much obviously drunk. She wants to keep
Fair
on
enough.
drinking. I'm so sorry. I simply don't have room for you.
Hey, we could go to that other bar where the Dragonborn was. Let's go there, I say prominently. Careful! Just as careful as before, not to let the little one grab the vodka and my drink, and I open the door to this different inn, slam it open, I'm like, you got rooms?
The gnome behind the counter. Oh, it's you. You know, you made quite a mess of things. You made quite a mess of things the last time you were here. Still, you did punch. You did punch probably my my favorite patron. So I guess that should count for something. I'll sell you a room.
How much?
Oh, depends. How much depends. How do you want to live for the night? Do you want to live like a king, or do you want to live like a beggar? Because if so, he gestures towards the front door. Door's right there.
If there's only 2 options, I'll pick the third. See you later, old man.
Ah,
There's
beggar option it
also-
is. Get out of my store.
Ha! This is a store?
cat-
Look at how hobbled this
A
place
cat
is.
jumps up onto. To prove your point, a cat jumps up onto the bar, and he immediately whips out a short sword. Like, no, back, beast!
Ha! Yeah, a cat could eat you. You know, I've seen rabbits bigger than you. Back in Germany, it used to be a sport to hunt them. You'd probably be pretty good at hunting. You're lucky my brain didn't conjure up old Germany.
The kobold just kind of wriggles suddenly and falls out of your hands before walking
It's
right
not
up to
a-
the bar. Not kobold.
Kobold.
Kenku, sorry.
Yeah.
Walks right up to the bar. Vodka! Now!
No, she's already drank a third of her weight. I pick her up
Vodka.
again and drag her out.
She just lets out this scream that causes people to look over at you like, what the fuck are you doing to that child?
She's drunk. I'll just shout that at anyone who looks.
What are you doing with that child?
She's drunk. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the bar with the hobbit and see if
Open the
we can go
door,
into
he looks
one
in
of
a mirror, sees you. Oh, fuck. How can I
Hello?
help you?
Hello, jolly friend. We'd like a room.
Of course you would.
No.
Is Israel even here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you've been very, very quiet during all of this.
Yeah, I'm just kind of letting Toaster do her thing.
Yeah. So you can hold the Kenku if you want.
Yeah, I'm just holding the Kenku.
Keeping it away from the alcohol that I'm carrying.
Yeah. She has stopped trying, or at least stopped trying as aggressively. She's just kind of lolling about, pretending to be dead all dramatically.
Hmm.
I suppose you'll be wanting the same room you had yesterday.
No, let's go with the cheaper one. And then I look towards the elephant, and I'm like, I haven't a cent to my name here. Help me out, will you?
I'm guessing she's talking to me.
Yeah. she's
I am talking to you.
Yeah.
You're the only elephant in the room, last I checked.
It's time to address the elephant in the room.
Exactly.
Happy birthday.
I pay for the room.
Fantastic. What kind of room are you buying?
What options are there? I think it's like comfortable, modest.
There's squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, and aristocratic, I think was the one that you stayed in.
I think we should go for modest.
Yeah, modest.
Okay, so that'll run you 5 silver.
All right, I pay the 5 silver.
Alright. Alright then. It'll be ground floor, third door on the left. But don't make a mess.
With a backward wave, I said, I didn't last time. And went and,
That's fair.
and go back.
Right. So I think that's a fair spot to leave tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's reflect on what happened. Let's reflect on what happened after the stream. Thank you very much for your audience. We managed to make it a whole 2 hours.
Damn.
We're doing it. Now we just have to do this consistently, and things will continue. We are not by any means Critical Role. We're making up stuff as we go. We're just using the 5th edition system. So we're happy to have you along for the ride. See you guys next week or whenever else we end up streaming, whatever else. Adios.